Alright, we're here for round 3, and we're going to be on the draw, but our hand actually looks pretty solid this time. I've been becoming more and more of a fan of Secure the Waste since it was printed. Originally, I wasn't huge into it, but it started to grow on me a lot. Okay, well, looks like we're playing against a mono black human deck. We just need to dig for cheap removal. Don't need that land. Hoping Secure the Waste is going to be good if he just has a plethora of 2/1 creatures. Jace might be good too to go block and then flip, or just to rebuy some removal. Bloodshed Fanatic is super annoying. Yeah, we're gonna be loving our Anger of the Gods after sideboard, that's for sure. But we didn't keep a hand that's great against this deck, so we might get run over. We can at least stoke the flames next turn, potentially. Well, not anymore. He don't like me very much. Jace is kind of a pretty boy. I'd hate him too. Alright, we're gonna... Gonna play this Ascendancy. Next turn we can secure for 3. Still not sure we even block next turn. Might have to. I guess we can potentially secure for 2 and look for a burn spell. Well, I guess we can just stoke the flames now and kill Mardu Strike Leader. Oh man. Maybe instead of playing Ascendancy we should just hold up secure for 2 and then we get to go untap, stoke, block the Tormented Hero. Might be able to draw Wild Slash. It's 4/3. We're just gonna kill this guy. If we draw something good, might still be in this game. Jace ain't gonna do it. We're at such a low life total that we're probably just gonna die to something like Mogus's Marauder. Or not drawing any cheap removals. Pretty bad here in this matchup. We have a reasonable amount. We have 5 spell removal spells that cost 2 mana or less. I guess we tap the island in case we draw another Stoke the Flames. Okay. So what do we do now? We have to take 2 damage to cast Stoke the Flames. So we're just dead? Yeah, we're just dead. I guess we can secure... Nah, it's too much damage. Alright, whatever. Let's get some Angers. The Roast isn't awesome, but I think we still want it. We don't get a lot of help in this matchup, actually. Angers are great, though. If we can draw them, that would be a huge help. Seeker's good. Being able to flashback stuff with Jace is great. I don't know. Maybe Oshai's Command again is just not good enough since it costs so much mana. Maybe trimming a Jace is okay. I've been mostly wanting to play 3 Jaces in these decks. Just because, yeah, sure you can loot away multiples, but you also want to have stuff you can do on turn 2 and 3. Like, if you have an opening that has 2 Jaces, you can loot the first one away, but you would oftentimes rather that just be a different 2-drop spell that you can cast. So on turn 2 you can play a 2-drop, and on turn 3 you can play a tap land and a 2-drop. It does gain life though, which is pretty big for us, so maybe that's a reason to consider keeping it in. I like all these other cards against him, though. It's kind of weird. Huh. Alright, well, we'll just try this. We'll reevaluate when we're on the draw for game 2, or game 3. If we make it to game 3, that is. Ah! Alright, there we go. Sorry. Okay, this hand's great. Anger hopefully just kills all his guys. Hope he goes 1 drop in, 2 drop in, and 2, 3 drop. Probably not going to crack the land yet, since if I draw a source of mana, let's see, see I drew the white, so now I can play this. Well, that's stupid. Now I can anger on 3, but maybe I didn't want to anger anyway. I don't know what's going on with me today. Mardu Skull Hunter. Raid! Alright, yeah, we're just going to hold on to this raise for now. We'll go ahead and crack this for an island now. I may cast Raise the Alarm and block. I'm not sure yet. Although I kind of just want to anger him. If he plays Strike Leader, I just want to get that off the board. If he plays another Skull Hunter... Alright, well, I'm not going to anger now anytime soon, since he doesn't have a very fast draw. I guess we'll go ahead and play Battlefield Forge, so we have the potential to stoke the flames. Just hold back one guy to block. Brutal Horde Chief. Alright. No, we're just going to stoke it before attacks. It's kind of a weird spot that decks that want Anger of the Gods and stuff after sideboard kind of get into, where... Okay. I'm more than happy to trade off with your guys. Alright, well, we can't Treasure Cruise this turn, unfortunately. We'll play the Scryland first. Now if he just dashes a Horde Chief, then or not Horde Chief. Is it Mardu Horde Chief? Yeah. I do want to get that guy angered. Alright, we get to anger away both these guys, so that's awesome. Guess I could have attacked first, but it's marginal upside. I would guess he's like 95% to block the token with a Brutal Horde Chief, but I could be wrong. Alright. I'm at a really high life total, and I want to keep my graveyard big for future treasure cruises. So the turn where I can, I'm just going to tap as much as I can to cast the treasure cruise. Like, obviously I can get some of these cards, I can delve more of those cards, but I want to make sure future treasure cruises or Jaces or whatever are good. Virulent Plague. Well, that is pretty bad news. I guess I'm just going to have to kill him with Jace and burn spells? Alright, well, we'll start with a Roast. It's not that big, but it is sorcery speed, so I want to get that going quickly. And I'm probably going to have to throw a lot of damage at him. So, Roast seems like it should be the one cast first. Yeah, we may end up just having to draw all of our Stoke the Flames to kill him. Rager, okay. Alright, and we're gonna untap as fast as humanly possible if he lets us. I assume that if he has a removal spell here, he's going to cast it to kill the Jace. I don't know why he would wait other than trying to play around a removal spell or something, but that just is going to end up giving me a loot. Kitties! Yeah, I don't really want to entice him, so... Well, now we can actually just sit on Jace. And if he ever tries to kill it, then we can flip it. We can also just go ahead and flip it now, plus targeting Bloodshed Rager. And then we don't actually have to attack it. Or we don't have to target it with anything. Now, if he wants to kill it, I guess that's okay. He's got 2 cards in hand, and he hasn't really played a ton of stuff this game, so it would make sense for him to have a Downfall or a Bile Blight or something in hand. It would be kind of weird if he just let it flip here and he had something to kill it. I don't know what he's trying to play around. Alright, get rid of this extra land. Well, while we can, we could just go ahead and cast Treasure Cruise out of the graveyard. I think I'm going to do that. If he's going to let me do it, I'm going to do it. He's just playing so slow, it just feels weird. And I'd rather not get my Jace hit with something and just feel bad for not casting the Treasure Cruise. So I guess we'll leave open like 2 mana. Definitely delve the Raise the Alarm in the land. Kind of want to keep the Anger, so we will. So I gotta pay 5. Yeah, so we'll leave Stoke and Anger. This Raise the Alarm doesn't do anything since he has Virulent Plague. Suppose. Let's see. We still have an island left in our deck. We may want to... No, I'm just going to Lightning Strike this. Gonna get whooped by a Brutal Horde Chief. Or not Brutal Horde Chief, a Mardu Strike Leader. I keep calling it Horde Chief and it's Strike Leader. Probably should... Nah, Treasure Cruising I think was right. Alright. Alright, so this guy's not too much of a problem anymore. So I think we can just tap out for another Treasure Cruise. I'll just pay all 8, whatever. Got enough mana. So we got this Seeker. We're just going to sit on it. The Skull Hunter that's in play is not a problem since we locked it down with Jace. We get to Lightning Strike anything that has dash. Alright, we'll just keep holding up. Keep ticking up on this. Play Seeker and Scryland and hold up all these burn spells. Alright, now that I know he has Virulent Plague, I'm probably going to board in the Ojutai. I may even board in Sphinx's Tutelage and just try to deck him. That way I can just point all my burn spells at him. Alright, well that's his last card, so I feel like we're in reasonable shape here. We have 11 damage, so we need to draw 7 more points of damage. Really we just need to draw 3 more points of damage since we can negative on that Stoke the Flames. Alright, so we can draw 1 more point of damage. Or just have our Jace live. So we can actually go 4, 8, 12, 16, 19 if we just Wild Slash this and then go tick down, tick down. I shouldn't have played that land. Oh well. Alright. do want to do this, I think. Now if he has downfall for Jace, it's going to be a little awkward. Probably should have waited. Alright, more stuff that's useless. I guess we'll just go for the kill. We'll just use our Jace now when we can, and then next turn we'll tick up, and then we'll tick down. Try to stoke him again. Alright, well, that was a weird game. So I guess we'll trim a little bit on our token guys. The Racy Alarms are a little bit worse than the Goblin ones, I think, since they can't convoke. Let's bring in Ojutai. The Jace was good. We'll bring that back in. We'll bring in one command. I'll bring in both commands. Go back down on the Jace. Jace is good, but drawing too many is still not great. The mono black warrior deck hasn't been too popular in real life events, but it has a lot of or it has a strong following on Magic Online, which is interesting. Like, the deck's obviously cheap, but it is kind of funny to me that it has made such an impact on the Magic Online metagame and virtually no impact in the real one. So we're gonna keep this hand. It's a little painful, but it's got a lot of good stuff going for it. He doesn't have a 1-drop. That's really, really good for us. We really want to draw some Flooded Strands, I believe. Now we could just kill that with Lightning Strike, or we could just start casting Seeker and get aggressive. I think I want to cast Seeker. That way, if he doesn't have a removal spell and just plays another creature, we get to go kill it, attack, gain 3, and that negates an entire attack of his. If he plays another Skull Hunter, we can actually just discard this other Seeker and then maybe get it back with Ojutai's command in a couple turns. Alright, well, I'm not gonna... Guess we'll attack. Might just play another Seeker. I don't expect him to have Bile Blight here. Alright, he has Ultimate Price. That's fine. I guess we could just play... I'm just going to play Hordling Outburst. I kind of want to wait a turn. That way we could go... Hordling plus Stoke. Plus there's that. That's bad. Alright, don't have another removal spell, please. We can get back in this game if he doesn't have another removal spell. Or next turn if we draw an untapped land. Because we can go Seeker plus Lightning Strike. Or Seeker plus Stoke and block. Could also just trade here, but I think that's poor. The upside of Seeker living is pretty high. Alright, bottom that token generator. Let's see if you have a third removal spell. If he does, then we're going to have to... Oh man, we've taken so much damage from the Skull Hunter, and if we just killed it on turn 2, we'd be in such better shape. Alright, well we're at 7. If draw an untapped land, we can go Lightning Strike Treasure Cruise. Or we'll just do that. That seems better. Kill both you guys seems better. Now we can go Lightning Strike Treasure Cruise. And yes, we do get rid of a bunch of our targets for Ojutai's command, but I think it's worth it for the tempo advantage we gain that turn. Plus, we can always just go Ojutai's Command to counter a creature and gain 4 life. So now we can just go Jace and stoke the flames his guy while he's tapped out. Weird game. Alright, that's good. He's playing that now instead of alongside another 2-drop to give them both haste. We're at a low life total here. We could be in trouble. Alright, let's go ahead and loot away. Let's secure the waste. I think we're just going to hold up for Ojutai's Command. Since we can't play Ascendancy and Ojutai's Command. Well, Stoke is good. So yeah, we're probably just going to look to counter a thing and gain 4 life. And if he doesn't play a creature, we'll probably just gain 4 life and draw a card. Use our mana more efficiently. Next turn we can go Jeskai Ascendancy, flip Jace. Oh, that's not a bad draw either. So I'm actually going to play the mountain here instead of holding it to discard. That way I can still potentially... I probably tapped my lands wrong. I'm sure there's a way I could have Seekered and stoked the flames. But yeah, we're just going to block with Jason loot since he didn't play a guy pre-combat. I'm just going to block with Seeker. Maybe I'll get to gain 4 life. Target opponent loses life for each attacking creature you control. You gain that much life. Wow, I've never seen this card. Okay, I go to 6. I go to 5, but hopefully he doesn't have another removal spell, and my Seeker gets to get big. And we get to gain a bunch of life. So I'm just gonna flip Jace, cast Treasure Cruise, discard an extra Ascendancy, since excuse me. Leave the Stoke in there so I can potentially deal him more damage later. Probably should have left the Ojutai's Command so I can maybe gain more life if he does end up killing the Seeker. Draw these useless token generators. But we're in phenomenal shape now since he didn't have the removal last turn for our Seeker. Means he's probably not going to have this turn either. And I think I'm going to go ahead and stoke him. Nah, I'll just wait. I'm at a pretty high life total here. Get one more blue source into play. It doesn't deal us damage. We can always pitch this Plains next turn. Tormented Hero. That's fine. Can just lock that down with Jace. Attack. Maybe cast Treasure Cruise and attack. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we can stoke him and hold up Ojutai's Command. Guess we don't need Treasure Cruise this turn, but I do want to gain life while I can. I guess I could have tapped the Seeker to make it cost 1 less, and then that would have been better. we'll just hold up Ojutai's command. If he kills our guy, we'll get it back. If he doesn't kill our guy, we'll probably just cycle Ojutai's command. Or no, we're not gonna do that. That's stupid. Alright, well, that was the third match with the Jeskai Tokens deck from Mr. McCluskey. Yeah, it's looking pretty solid so far. The first match I kind of punted away. I could have potentially won, but I mean, it's not a huge likelihood. We were still in bad shape, but I did draw the card that could have gotten me out of the situation, and then just discarded the wrong card on Jeskai Ascendancy. So, anyway, let's go ahead and play one more match with the deck, and then we'll do the rollout and talk about the deck some more after we get one more in.